I'm Deborah, and I'm from Upper Canada Weaving, and I make custom-made textiles using 19th century practices. I lived up around York Mills in Yonge, and there's a little street called Upper Canada Drive, and that's when I started my little business weaving. I always felt like I'm not alone. It's always about what came before me. My grandmother did the quilting, and my other grandmother crocheted and knit, and she was very good, but I don't have any weaving in my background that I know of. When I was a teenager, I started to produce my own quilts and really loved taking fabric from my family, my mother's old clothes, my aunt's old clothes, and cutting them up and making new designs. I was really quite obsessed with quilts for a time, and then I found out about weaving. I kind of gave up quilts because I just thought weaving is where it's at. I'm taking that fabric back a step. So instead of taking pre-made, factory-produced fabric, I was able to produce fabric that I wanted to produce. I started going to a little shop on Randall Street, Susam Products. The lady in there, she was very nice, and she started me on a spinning and weaving class. And so I did this class and just became really excited about producing textiles on looms. In my second year at OCAD, I was so fortunate. Somebody came to OCAD and said, "We want somebody to repair Persian rugs." I made a beeline for that person and got a little part-time job while I was at OCAD, and I learned so much by repairing these rugs. I did a one-year internship at the Royal Ontario Museum because I was really interested in old textiles, and so I worked in their textile conservation lab. I don't think there were a lot of young teenagers interested. I didn't meet a lot of peers interested to the level I was. I took a course down in Vermont at a school called the Marshfield School of Weaving. The looms that we used at Marshfield were 19th century looms. Using those looms and incorporating it into this kind of more modern textile production, it's like giving you that skill base, that intuition that you need to maybe reach up to the next level. Technology keeps getting more advanced, and as technology gets more advanced, we become less skilled. I think it is important to keep these old handmade traditions alive, no matter what it is, because it's part of society, and there's something really wonderful about process and being able to make things from the start and having that knowledge. I'm trying to honor the past by producing these textiles and using the techniques that make the most sense for this kind of weaving. I think that's really important to pass on skills. That's really important to keep it alive because we only live so long, and then it has to be passed on.